Alright, so as you can see, I'm not on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes right now. And also, I do want to say that I wasn't planning on making this video, so I do not have any footage. So I don't have any round footage, but you don't even just have to take my word for it. I am currently undefeated this season. There are 12, well, there's 4, there's 4, like, there's 4 kind of like player locks, like there's 4 kind of championships within the whole championship, and within those 4 championships there's 3 rounds in each. So currently, this video, there is 3 of the 4 kind of slots have been completed, and there's only 3 rounds left, one literal, like, whole matchup kind of left, or like one more bracket. So I should have said bracket. Bracket would have been good. So there's 4 brackets, and only 3 of the 4 have been done at this current moment, and I'm 9 for 9 when it comes to rounds this GAC season, season whatever, and then this is 5v5. So I am on SWGoH. If you don't know what SWGoH.gg is, sorry. If you don't know what that is, it's a great website for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes players, and it gives you all your stats, and it really also, not only does it track Grand Arena history, it also tracks gear required, or not gear required, more of gear needed left for Galactic Legends. So if you link your account to this website, which again, you probably know about this if you've been playing the game for more than like a couple months, but definitely, if you don't know about this, please use this website. It's great for farming, especially for a free-to-play player. So yeah, that out of the way. I can't really recommend SWGoH more, but I'm going to quickly kind of just go over all 3 bracket rounds within this season so far, because I got a couple comments saying, bring back the Grand Arena Review Series, and you know what, I'm feeling good today, and I really do want to give you guys what you want. So, round 1, this is from the week of the 16th of February, so this was last month. Round 1 of the whole season was me versus Yasu. I can't shout out guilds here, because obviously I can't see them, or at least I don't think I can, but yeah, no, I can't. But I won, and then you can see over here, this is banners, so 1564 to 842. So yeah, on the offensive side, so this is me attacking them. So I used my CLS with 3PO and Chewie, the whole gang, to defeat that Darth Revan team. Jedi Knight Revan team. Then I use, Vader and the rest of the Empire versus Geos. Those are my 2 best teams right there. So those are the 2 teams that went against their 2 best teams. Then this Palpatine team, I do remember this team was not that good. It was very low gear. So I was able to bring in Bastila Shan and her fellow Jedi in here. Against Bosk, I was able to bring in my First Order team. Obviously, wasn't a good Bosk team because I wouldn't be able to use my Gear 8-9 First Order team against it. And here's a special one. This is the real reason I wanted to make this video. Because Wampa really is kind of a one-man army here. The only reason that the other characters are there, because they're either A, tanks, Hera calls to assist, and Cad Bane is just there because he's Cad Bane. And I wasn't using him anywhere else. So, against this Night Sister team, I probably wasn't a good one if I was able to just throw my Wampa against it. And then here I threw my Empire fleet. I threw my Empire fleet against this Mace Windu fleet. Not that great, not well synergy in that Mace Windu team. And yeah, so the thing about ships is that, and I'll go on the defensive. So they attacked me with Padme against my Rolo team, and they were able to win. Here, they lost with a 4-man, they went in with a 4-man CLS Han, Chewie, and Akbar battle against my Mon Mothma and lost. That Mon Mothma team is no joke. I mean, it is when you get into the higher ranks, but now it's good. Especially my Relic 3 Lando and my Gear 12 Biggs since they share their stats, my Relic Lando is actually being put to use, so I actually could not be happier. And then the crew here, they brought in a First Order team, honestly even better than mine, and they lost to my Ewoks. Left the Ewoks at full health and protection. 47 seconds. They just got destroyed, obviously. And then they were able to beat my my crappy Resistance team. You know, all the characters required for Jedi training. Rey, which I do not have unlocked yet. I'm close though. Fleets, Rebel fleet held up. You're gonna see a very good trend here of the Rebel fleet holding up really well. The Rebel fleet really is one disgusting creature, and it really does hold very well. But the thing about ships is that since I'm putting my Rebel fleet on defense, it's hard for me to have a good ship fleet for offense, because my Empire fleet isn't that good. My TIE Bomber is only 4-star, and I do not plan on getting it higher anytime soon. So it's kind of weak. It's kind of a weak fleet, because once my Vader and my TIE Fighter goes, it's really done, because then I just get steamrolled. And you'll see that I win, but some of these come down to ships, like a lot. Either it be, both of us stuck on ships and whatnot, so, but whatever. The Rebel fleet is really good. I could not recommend it more. And then, here, this is my, again, offense against Lunar. A win, 1556 to 824. So, I'm actually going to speed this up, because I'm going very, very slow, and I'm going to cover all of these. So we have Vader against Bosk, same old, just, good old stuff. Getting through the team with Vader. Vader does all the work. Palp is just there for the lead, and the others are there for the speed. I use my First Order team against Phoenix. I don't know if this is a thing, but my lower gear First Order are always hard countering the Phoenix, which is very nice. I used my Bastila Shan and Co. against Crew, and then I used my CLS against Night Sisters. And then, again, this Wampa machine against the other opposing Wampa team. And then I was able, again, to just use my Empire fleet against Akbar. Again, not a good Akbar fleet. It's really more of a Tarkin fleet, but put with Akbar, but whatever. I was able to win, get a full clear, no battles dropped. But Lunar, another loss against Mon Mothma. Imperial, see, this is the thing. It's very interesting to see, what they use against it. I don't know how geared up the Imperial troopers are. I can't check now, obviously. But, if that was even just a gear 11, 12 Imperial trooper team, that would be amazing to see that the Rebel fighters hold up. But that's really, really good. That's one of the best Imperial trooper teams out there, So that's really cool to see. Ewoks got demolished by Padme, but that's fine, The thing about the Ewoks is that they're not a good team, but you can't bring a bad team against it. It's like, because I've been noticing this in 3v3, 5v5. People underestimate the Ewoks, but you also can't overestimate them. I think this person overestimated them with Padme. I think it would have been smarter to use Padme against Mon Mothma because of all the attacks out of turn, and then use Imperial troopers against Ewoks. But I'm not going to complain about the win. I was able to 3-man their Mon Mothma. Was not as good as mine. They did not have, I guess, a Relic Lando. Oh, wait, no. What am I talking about? Actually, bro, what am I talking about? They were able to then 3-man my Mon Mothma with probably, a Relic Vader. I'm sorry, I got caught up. With the Relic Vader, Palpatine lead. So, they probably realized that, that wasn't a joke of a team. They had to bring in a good team against it. But then their Mon Mothma, here we go. Their Mon Mothma was lost to this really garbage Rebel team, because we have crappy support, okay support, crappy attacker. It's really just a bad team, and I think it's very high on health. It's a very tanky team. It kind of sits back, and I think with Leia hiding under stealth in the back, just hitting hits constantly, I think it kind of works. I could build a better team there, but it does wonders apparently, and then apparently Traya lost to it too. Not a good Traya team, obviously. And then Talia, Talia and this random just leftover characters. This is kind of like my Wampa team. It was not able to get through my resistance. Apparently the resistance holds up a lot. I think I really do go very hard on defense here. I do. I go very hard on defense, which is why it's very scary to play attack, because if I drop even just one battle, my attack run is over. I literally have the exact amount of teams for it. It's actually bad, but whatever. 1564 to 1304. If you're in Division 6, 5v5, 1560 and above is a very good score. That is a score that you want to aim for. When it comes to banners, I was able to run this, Bastila and Co. against Padme. Again, you see I use the same offense, same defense every time. I have not switched it up at all. Yeah, and then I was able to use First Order against Grievous. Obviously, again, not a good Grievous team if I was able to use First Order against it. This Jedi Knight Anakin team with clones. Again, I've underestimated clones before, and I was not going to do that again. It was one of the past videos I made where I two-shot a clones team and lost, and I think I didn't make Kyber because of it. It's a video called, I think, C-3PO makes bad rebels good. Because I think I used, Farm Boy Luke with C-3PO and was able to clear a clones team, but that's a different story. And then I was able to get through the Geo's team with CLS, and then get through a Stormtrooper Han with CLS team with another Wampa sort of hybrid weirdo team, and then get through ships with Empire lineup. So you'll see that I literally use the same thing every single time. There's not a single change ever. Then we have a win against not good Toat, not good to eat. I'm stupid. Not good to eat. I was able to beat them 1556 to 1317. So again, not a full clear. Again, I'm holding up. I really got to speed this up. Bastila Shan versus Ewoks. That's done for, get that. 50-second battle. First Order versus crappy Sith. See that. CLS 4-man versus a clones team. Didn't need 3PO and Chewie, so I wasn't going to bring it. And then Wampa, not a Wampa solo, but a Wampa clutch, I guess, depending on, I can see here. It came down to Wampa. And Wampa was able to get the job done. 47 banners, not too good, but hey, I'll take it. This Wampa really does come in clutch, and I actually cannot wait to have him at Relic 3. Actually, I can't wait to have him at 7-star in that matter. But that's going to take a while. Off topic. Geo's team wiped by Vader. I brought in General Kenobi because I'm slowly doing his prestigious feat for the emblem and the title. Okay, and then Fleet's boring. I either win it or I lose it. Same team every time. Oh, I don't think I looked on defense for the last round, or maybe I did. I don't know. But we're gonna live with it. They brought Vader. The standard, beginner, from Phoenix to Empire team. Was able to beat my Mon Mothma with it. Fine, whatever. I was able to waste their Vader, which is fine with me. Bastila and Co. able to beat my Rolo team. They had a new Gunray team with a whole Separatist team against my Ewoks. Good banners. This wasn't that good, but good banners across the board until the Bounty Hunter back wall gets people every time. It does. It's underestimated. It very much is. It very much is underestimated. Not underestimated, more unexpected. I don't think they expect, gear 11 and a gear 12 on the back wall, especially at where I am. Usually the back wall team is, pretty crappy. But I've learned from experience that a good back wall team is very, very good to catch people off guard and stop a full clear. But then they were able to get through it with Padme. They tried a Bounty Hunter mirror match. It didn't work, so then they brought in Padme. Phoenix with Leia was able to get through resistance, and then they lost ships. I'm telling you, man, this Rebel fleet is not a joke. It's not a joke. 2 attempts, gone. Still can't win. it's crazy how, really all they did was heal up my bigs, and honestly, that's really all they did. So, I think most of my success to the Rebel fleet, and I mean that, like, really. Against, my win, 1562 to 879 against Redav, I guess I'm saying that wrong, was able to bring this team without CLS, no CLS lead against Karth, because then I threw in GK for the feat. Was able to 4-man Geos, because banners. Wow, I was actually so close to full. But then the real reason I did that was so I can use Thrawn and CLS against a Padme team. Pretty strategic, not gonna lie. Then I was able to bring in First Order against the Imps, the Imperial Troopers, and then Bastila and Co. versus Phoenix. That gets them every time. And then I was able to beat the Rebel fleet. Again, not a good Rebel fleet. There's no Millennium Falcon, that's why it failed. If there was a Millennium Falcon, would not have won. On my defensive side, on their offensive side, wow! They had to use Jedi Knight Revan against Mon Mothma, which is very good. Glad I was able to, make them use it there. They used Bounty Hunters against Ewoks and lost. Ewoks is a slow team, but, once they get their turn meter rolling, they don't stop. They don't stop. Traya versus Ewoks, clean up. Sith Trio. Turn meter with Sith Assassin, Vader. 4-man Darth Revan against that Leia team. Ugh. Imagine if that lost. That would have been crazy. Actually crazy. But no, there was like 100% win condition. Speaking of win condition, here's a 0% win condition. They brought in Nest and kind of leftover Empire. No damage on this team, really, except Nest, and they were not able to get through the back wall, and they did not even attempt fleet. So, round 3. Spooky versus Mick Arc. I was able to win because they dropped a battle. We both full cleared. Vader against this First Order team. I guess I brought in Vader against it because it was a good First Order team. It was probably like a relic crew. So I was like, I gotta bring Vader for a big saber throw. Here I do the same thing. Obviously, yeah, you see this, whatever. Bastila and Co. against Padme. Here I do the same thing. I bring in CLS with Chupio and Wampa again. I kind of split it up. And then I do a 4-man here, mostly a 3-man. Again, GK is just there for the feat. Basically a 3-man here against Bounty Hunters, but it is a 4-man. My GK is at gear 6, so he dies instantly. And then a win against their Empire. God damn it. Their win against their Empire fleet. And then to top it off, a First Order versus Phoenix. On my defensive side, their offensive side, I was able to not hold up. They were able to get through a 3-man, very good banners, good everything against that Mon Mothma team. Honestly, respectable. And then Jedi Knight Revan against that team. Honestly, I think seeing a Relic 3 Captain Han just really kind of messes with the mind. You think, oh, high relics, a lot of Zetas. Oh, I should probably bring a good team against it, but no, you don't need to. At least I don't think. Again, I've never went against a Relic 3 Captain Han, so I wouldn't know. They lost against Ewoks here, and that is what lost them the Grand Arena. They were able to pull out a win, full Rebel team against Ewoks, get it on the second attempt. And then Geos versus Bounty Hunters. Night Sisters with Hoda versus Resistance. Honestly, if they I don't know why they didn't use CLS the first time. I don't know what their thought process was, but I feel bad. I do. But then Thrawn was able to get through my Rebel fleet, which I don't understand, I guess. But whatever. Now, I'm going to quickly go over this in the game now. Oh god, don't tell me it reset. It reset. Alright, the game reset. But I really just need to get through this fast because we're approaching 20 minutes and I don't like having 20-minute videos, and I also am not going to edit this. I probably am. I don't know. Oh, I took too long in those first couple rounds. I didn't realize how much I was actually going to do. Ugh. Come on, let me in the game, please. Let me in the game, please. Thank you. Okay. Grand Arena. Alright. It's still attack phase, so this doesn't show up as a win yet. But round 1 against Bothan Spy. Empire's Lost Squad. Shout out to their guild, I guess. Yeah, just get that out of there. Able to win. They didn't show up on offense, so that's why. Kind of a free one there. I wasn't able to get through their rebel fleet. How funny. With my Empire, I got destroyed, and then I just didn't even try after that. So, you know, no defense there to really be held because they didn't attack. Win against, I keep forgetting. Win against Fear Stricker. Shout out to Wild Space Outpost, their guild. And then here we are. I was able to, I was, sorry. I'm trying to talk really fast. I fell to a back wall Padme team. Really good. Really respect the defense. But, you know what's even more respectable? My defense. Alright, but first I'll go through this. I two-shot that bounty hunter team. You know, but it was alright in the end. I was able to get through fleets too. But, this is the real kicker. Mon Mothma with Lando holding up the front wall. I don't know why I said Mon Mothma with Lando. I should have just said Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma holding up the front wall. Resistance built on hope. Getting 2 defensive wins. Or 1 defensive win and then 2 holds. Ewoks getting a hold and not being defeated. So, not even allowing a territory to be fallen or befell or whatever. The tent is supposed to be used there. And then here. Am I still recording? Yes, I am. A very close 8 banner difference. All on characters. This is where banners come in clutch. First we'll go over defense. Defense, 1 shot, 1 shot, 1 shot, and wait for it, 1 shot. All 1 shots across the board until it came down to the rebel fleet holding up the back wall. I mean, the rebellion in this game is beautiful. It's just disgusting how well this rebel fleet works. And how accessible it is. I think it's so accessible, too. It's literally, it's like the Negotiator Malevolence not accessible, but that Rebel fleet, oh, it's so good. I got through I remember this, I actually kind of do remember this one. Low banner Vader win against Geos. I don't know what I did for Vader, but it was something very small. Phoenix, First Order, crappy teams. You know, these weren't good teams. I was able to get through them. And that's why I was able to get higher banners, for say, against it. But then I just was not able to get through the Thrawn fleet. I got really close, too. It's just that, you know, when TIE Advance came in as a reinforcement, it was kind of all over because I couldn't evade tax anymore. But whatever, it's all right. I won 9 for 9 here. I'm gonna get my champion score soon. I think as long as I full clear my next 3 rounds, I think I'm guaranteed Kyber. So that's nice. And I don't think I'm going to lose all 3 next round. I can do some feats here and stuff. But yeah, that's really all I got to say for this video. That's it for the Grand Arena review series for now. I might make one for the championship round, but because people asked, I thought I'd deliver. Again, shout out to all my opponents, and shout out to my guild, the Saints Row, and shout out to the creators of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.gg. SWGoH.gg for allowing me to make this video. And, yeah. Alright. Peace out.